Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Dito tayo ngayon sa loob ng Batangas State University para sa ating huling laro dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season brought to you by Atlantic 88. And para sa ating huling laro ngayon, the 14 and under team ng Muntinlupa Emeralds up against the San Pedro Spartans. And ako nga pala si Nico Rocha, kasama si aking partner na si Coach Noy Africa. And Coach, ano abangan natin dito sa ating 14 under after seeing the 2 games that were just played a while ago?
Well, after having a very long day, finally we are at the last game of a 6-game header. Ito nga, we're going to the 14 and under division. So far, San Pedro and Muntinlupa have been able to split their first 2 games, and we'll see now who will take the series win here. We go first to Muntinlupa. Muntinlupa forced to get headed by their head coach, Robert Vidamo. He says ito nga, he's gonna pretty much rely on guys like Garcia and Ivan Matanggihan. But on the other end naman for San Pedro, yet another different coach for them. Ito naman si Coach Chico Tan will be manning the helm for San Pedro Spartans, and it will be his key player, Kiefer Panganiban, who will be leading the way for his squad.
So abangan nga natin si Kiefer Panginiban and some of the players that you mentioned a while ago for Muntinlupa, considering 14 under to, but it doesn't mean na walang continuation to from the 18 under and 16 under teams that we have seen a while ago, considering that alam naman natin na may cooperation between these different squads that we're seeing right now. And again, for pagdating dito sa ating labanan na to, bibigyan muna natin to kay Mikey Abweg para sa starting lineups.
For our last matchup of the day, one thing that both coaches shared with me is how promising all these kids are. Kaya naman ito daw talaga ay kaabang-abang. But before anything else, we would like to thank Atlantis 88, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season 14 under. Kaya hindi ko napapatagalin pa as I turn you over to our game announcer.
Starting 5 from Muntinlupa, JKLBL Emeralds. His shooting guard, number 4, Ivan Matunggian. At center, number 3, King James Ecolada. Playing forward, number 27, Neil Isaac Garcia. His guard, Raul Santiago Gimarangan. Number 15, Prince Jason Adaro. Now here's the starting 5 of San Pedro Spartans. Number 23, Kiefer Panganiban. 18, Gabloneso. Number 1, A.R. Padilla. Number 40, Gian Karinungan. And number 11, Azula.
Ayan, so ito na nga tayo sa ating huling laro dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season brought to you by Atlantis 88. The Muntinlupa 14 under team up against San Pedro Spartans, same in this last division. So kanina it was packet, no? 14, 16, 18. Ngayon sa ating mga laro sa hapon, 18, 16, 14. Again, this is Nico Rocha with Coach Noy Africa. Nahatid to sa inyo on Facebook, YouTube, Channel 98, sa Signal and MPTV. And even though na 14 under to Coach, no, look at number 1, that is Adriel Padilla. You can mistake him for an 18 and under player.
But of course, you know, the difference you will definitely see skills-wise, development-wise. He may have the height here, but you know, if you try to put him in the 18 and under, baka medyo mamain pa. You can see nga for San Pedro, you have the starters Padilla, Arzola, Conejo, Panganiban, and Karunungan, while for the Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds, it's Jecolea, it's Matanggihan, Gimarangan, Adaro, and Garcia.
Well, early 4-0 lead for San Pedro. Muntinlupa having a hard time with their shots right now. Maaga pa lang naman, kakasimula na natin dito. Ooh, good sidestep by number 18, that is Gabriel Conejo.
So that's an early 6-0 advantage here for San Pedro.
Shot is good there by King James Gecolea. Mid-range jump shot. And usually to sa Muntinlupa, meron sila mga mid-range specialist ng mga napapansin lang natin. Likes to prefer to score there more than any other part of the court.
Well, it's actually nice to see that the mid-range game is back.
Or still alive no?
Still alive. I feel like more of it's back kasi parang nawala siya.
Nawala.
It's been gone for a while, especially in the age of analytics na they frown upon that mid-range jumper. Para mas gusto nila either shoot layups, dunks, or three-pointers.
Kasalanan kasi Steph Curry yun with the revolution no? With the Golden State Warriors.
Stephen Curry just ruined basketball for all of us. No, just kidding. Just made everything
kidding.
so exciting.
Don't clip that part out, guys. May kasunod yan.
Hindi pwedeng
Hindi pwede. Huwag kayo mamili.
pipiliin nyo lang. We don't want no bashers.
Steph Curry, one of the players, a lot of players emulating their game. And actually, may consent pros yun pagdating sa following the model of Steph Curry. Since not everybody can shoot like him. Kaya sometimes it leads to ill-advised three-point shots na mayroon na palang open big man sa ilalim ng ring.
Well, actually, the worst case there was yung mga nalipasan na ng panahon, biglang nagtitira ng mga 3 points.
Sa mga rec leagues no? Biglang na lang tetres na lahat
Biglang all of a sudden, everyone has that license to shoot. Me included.
License to shoot.
License to shoot.
Mas safe kasi tumira ng tres kasi sa malaksak
hindi
no?
masakit
Mm.
And for as long as you make one or two, you get the opportunity to take some more.
San Pedro Spartans with the steal. Getting double teamed, and I think that's a foul. Nahawakan ata sa wrist.
I think I want to confirm this, but itong si Gabriel Conejo,
Naglaro ba siya Parang familiar siya no?
siya yung nasa teaser natin for the junior MPBL.
Oo nga no?
We'll have to confirm that, but
confirm.
it really reminds me of him.
Baka hawig lang pala. Tingnan natin. Mamaya, pag kasi naman yung camera naman natin, kina-close up. Swarming defense so far by San Pedro here, disrupting the flow of Muntinlupa, but a foul called on one of the red shirts. See here the end one finish for Muntinlupa. 8-4 is your score. 7 minutes and 11 remaining here. Rebounded by San Pedro. Here they come. Fast break. No one there to contest. The running layup of number 23. That is Kiefer Panganiban. Kiefer Panganiban.
Kiefer Panganiban, one of the key players mentioned by Coach Chico Tan.
And another guard, talented guard under the San Pedro Spartans program. Kanina si Songko, di ba? And si Miko Abellar is more of a wing. That's not a guard.
Yeah,
that's a
right.
big wing.
Good pressure being shown here by number 40,
Karunungan. Neil Garcia with a 2-point shot in the earlier end. Una tawagan ng 3 seconds. Actually, matagal na nga nakakount doon. Gets ko naman yung sinasabi ng Muntinlupa side.
And you can see naman on the side of San Pedro not even batting an eyelash to complain.
Garcia, attacking the defense of Padilla there. But Padilla saying nakataas lang daw kamay niya. Six minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Nico Rocha here with Coach Noy Africa inside the Batangas State University. Red Spartans din tawag sa kanila no?
Pero ito kasing San Pedro, Spartans lang.
Spartans lang.
Spartan.
Pero implied na rin na red kasi red yan.
Kasi naka-red sila.
Alam ka naman green Spartans. Almost, the referee is letting the players play through contact, Unless sobrang blatant siguro ng palo or the foul. Garcia gets held there. And I think it should be 2 shots. Maagang penalty para sa San Pedro Spartans with 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
But that time caught reaching in is the San Beda defense. Sending Garcia to the free throw line. This is Neil Isaac Garcia.
Short sa unang tira ni Garcia. It's the back iron. Speed move Garcia. There you go. 10-9.
Well, if you're San Pedro, you're not going to be happy with Garcia missing 2 free throws, but he is able to retrieve his miss and put that ball back in.
Mostly sa effort na yun, di ba, Coach Noy? Uy, tawagan ng Anspo. I think that's
Karunungan.
RGN Karunungan. I think makikita natin dito sa instant replay kung ano nga ba naging cause nga ng unsportsmanlike foul under Karunungan. Okay, medyo nag-extend yung elbow ni Karunungan. May action. Ito, Coach Noy. Not this one. Dito yung angle natin. Dapat sa kabila.
Yeah, but just
nahulihan nga siya.
eagle-eyed referees catching the unnecessary roughness that time.
The 10-9 score natin dito. 5 minutes and 33 remaining. 2 free throws plus the possession for Muntinlupa Emeralds. They have the chance to take the lead here even if hindi pumasok yung 2 free throws dito. And that is King James Gekolea missing on those 2 freebies. But good thing for the Muntinlupa, may isa pang pagkakataon para makascore dito sa possession na to.
Well, so far, both teams have been scoring decently with still more than half of the quarter gone. Almost double digits already for both teams.
Good feed, short on that shot. Isa pa nilabas muna as they try to recalibrate. Si Franzman. He's to the left side of the court. Too strong, and this time finally rebounded by the San Pedro Spartans. Yun na may nakaabang. Finally, 12-9 is our score, breaking the drought for San Pedro. Another steal for the Spartans. Attacking the defense. That is Kiefer Panganiban, one of the main guys we should watch out for throughout this whole ball
Great
game.
sequence there for Panganiban, initially giving that outlet pass to Solas, and on the very next play, being able to pick off that pass and going all the way, scoring his own basket in transition.
And Kiefer Panganiban, aggressive player, doesn't care even if there's 2 white shirts there under the basket. And a play goes on here in the first quarter. So a 3-point attempt from downtown.
Itong si Solas, you cannot leave him open.
Just first give this to Mikey Abeg for whatever report she has for us here in the panel.
A very inspiring story about the head coach of the San Pedro Spartans, Coach Chico Tan, or is more known as Coach Papa, who naikwento niya nga sa akin na he is actually a cancer survivor, and not just that, but he also underwent a kidney transplant. Pero the reason nga daw kung bakit patuloy na nagko-coach si Coach dito ay to lead on a new generation, because he really loves and he really is passionate for the sport. Kaya nga daw, noon ay naging isang player din siya. So let's see how Coach will continue to lead on this young roster.
Thanks again, Mikey. And also, it's an inspiring story, Coach Noy, from a cancer survivor going through all the trials. And now, I think he just finds retribution with, or at least finds peace with coaching and playing basketball. But before that, time out on the floor by Muntinlupa.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ng
Kita natin dito yung crowd para sa ating huling laro dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season. Nico Rocha here with Coach Noy Africa.
Well, going back to the story about Coach Chico Tan, nakala ko nung una yung balita dito ni Mikey was yung pagiging Coach Papa eh.
Yung Coach Papa. Yun yung explanation.
Akala ko yun yung story eh. But of course, Coach Chico just being an inspiration to his players, and actually if you look at the coaching staff naman, really just wealth of experience there, and just a dedication and commitment to teaching these young boys on how to play basketball.
And it also helped na mag-teammates sila nung high school, yung mga coaching staff, the familiarity with one another, kabisado nila isa't isa, which just bodes well. Mas mapapabilis yung chemistry pagdating sa what kind of message that they want to share with the San Pedro Spartans, may it be 14, 16, or 18 division.
Yun yung maganda dun for having your own program, yung consistency ng message that you're trying to impart with the kids. Parang yun nga, pretty much you're cascading it, as they move up into their basketball careers.
Kaya nakakatawa itong Junior MPBL season brought to you by Atlantis 88 is because of, again, minention na natin ito kanina, pero di ba nakakarinig, it's more of the continuity. As more seasons come in the coming years, makita natin yung growth ng mga bata and hopefully see them in the future leagues.
I feel like eventually the team that will have the most success in the Junior MPBL will be the team with the best succession program eh. You're gonna have to maintain a program year in and year out, as opposed to just building a team just for this tournament. And with the current way this is set up in the 14, my 16, my 18, you really need to be able to set up a viable basketball program for continued success.
Mali mo, like so far kasi wala pa namang San Pedro Spartans sa MPBL na senior ranks. But why not one day, di ba?
Maybe in like 5 years.
In 5 years.
Yung mga nasa 18 and under, na mga 23 years old, I think they'll be more than ready to play professionally.
Ganda makita no, parang grassroots program. Parang, parang national team, di ba? May 16 under, 18 under.
Just imagine someday the same lineup dito sa 14 under, maybe in 10 years, will be the full lineup that San Pedro will be fielding in the MPBL.
Pwede.
That would just, signal the success of this program, as itong si Solas missing a gimme there, but Solas already with 7 points here for San Pedro.
And si Solas backstopped by by Kiefer Panganiban and Gabriel Conejo with 6 points apiece. Minute and 46 seconds remaining here. Maganda para sa Muntinlupa. Hindi pa sila penalty. Kaya they can afford to give those fouls and stop any run that San Pedro wants to do. Pero isa na lang. The next one will be penalty situation na.
We were actually covering the certain league down south, meaning in Parañaque, and itong San Pedro Spartans, actually they're fielding the core of this team in that league. So medyo familiar ako sa mga players na to, and I know that these kids have been playing together for some time already.
Oh, almost a steal there. Floater. Tamaan pa sa likod. And kala ko magana na yun. And one opportunity, but at least he goes to the line for 2.
And let's not forget that ito yung 14 and under division. So development-wise, they're a little lower in the totem
Of
pole.
course.
But you can already see some players here who have yung games nila a little more developed than their other teammates. But right now we have a timeout. We will be right back with the rest of the first quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
Okay, babalik tayo dito. San Pedro 14 under against the Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds. Minute 24 remaining dito sa loob ng Batangas State University. First quarter pa lang naman. Marapit na yung action na abangan dito sa Batangas. Cabrera taking his time. Zone defense dito yung Muntinlupa. Pull up 3 for Solas, already having 8 points. Woo! And one, what a run para sa Muntinlupa. Wasting no time, and that is number 6, si Gimarangan. First 2 points of the ball game for him.
Going right at the defender that time is Gimaran. Opportunity here to cut this 9-point lead down to just 8.
Gimarangan did the personal fast break, getting fouled at the rim, and now he makes it a 3-point play. 22-14, still down by 8 though, itong JKLV Emeralds. And di pa tapos magpaulan ng 3 itong San Pedro this time. I think that's 2 for 5 na sila sa 3-point area, and that is I think si ano yun kanina. That is Oliveros with the 3 a while ago.
And I think itong si Oliveros just checked in.
Kakapasok lang. Yun yung mga
This ball
magic
game.
bunot no? Born ready.
Especially when clearly defined yung role mo I mean, you're coming into the ball game and the coaches expect you to let that ball fly if you can be set up pretty well.
25-14, 33 seconds to go. 10-point lead. Encountering the 3 with a 2. so far. San Pedro in the driver's seat. Again, another 3 attempt. Cabrera, but it's an air ball. Matakbo dito ang Muntinlupa. Finish is no good. Second try. Third try is the charm. Let's see. Uy, pwedeng traveling, but balik sa San Pedro Spartan Simbola. Okay, 14 seconds to go.
The staff of San Pedro calling for the last shot.
Oh, trying to split the defense, but just losing control of the basketball. 2 seconds remaining. And that should be it. 25 for the San Pedro Spartans up against the 14 of the Muntinlupa Emeralds with just 14.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Tingnan natin dito yung mga highlights ng Junior MPBL Inaugural Season by Manny Pacquiao, brought to you by Atlantis 88. And Coach, how do you think San Pedro got to this position, having a 9-point lead over Muntinlupa?
Well, they've been shooting very well from the field, 57% against just 33 for Muntinlupa, and they have been able to go to their bench an 11-4 advantage so far. Points in the paint, 14-10 in favor of San Pedro. And turnover story, 6 for Muntinlupa, only 2 for San Pedro, translating into 9 points of turnovers for San Pedro, only 1 for Muntinlupa.
And 1 for Muntinlupa. Again, 25-18 ang ating score dito. So far, the referees being loose with the whistles, especially with the hits and the calls, trying to contain everything here inside dito sa huling nating laban between San Pedro and Muntinlupa. Lane violation ba yun? Isa pang pagkakataon para kay Arsiaga. There you go. Capitalizing on the lane violation. 25-19 here. Oop, I think traveling. Tawagan na traveling dito ang San Pedro.
That's good payong defense that time for Muntinlupa, forcing a turnover here on Conejo.
Minsan talaga yun ang kailangan mo gawin. Taas mo lang kamay mo, okay na eh.
Pero kasi, you know, whenever that shot goes up, nakakatakam eh. You're tempted to put your arms down. And automatic yun kasi, if you put your arms down, you hit the one you are defending, automatic foul yun.
Ooh, tamaan yung ano natin. Yung mga boards. The play goes on. So far dito sa Muntinlupa, parang hybrid barang zone or may halong mix ng man-to-man yung ginagawa nila eh. A great stop there by the end, just not capitalizing on that breakaway layup. Sinagot din ng San Pedro with a turnover of their own. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayong aksyon natin dito sa loob ng Batangas State University.
Well, that time itong si Cabrera not really in a great scoring position there to be fielding that pass. Sometimes you really just have to wait and try to run your offense first to find better opportunities for everyone.
25-19 with 8 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Muntinlupa only scoring 16 in the first quarter, down by 9 entering the second quarter, but completely changing a narrative here. 5-0 run. 25-21 is our score right now. Kaya very familiar yung shot ni Conejo, eh, no? And actually si Conejo, 6 points and 4 rebounds already, Coach Noy. Siguro nung nakita mo siya tumira kanina.
Yeah, the past 3 days kasi wala na ako nakita kundi yung,
yung commercial.
yung commercial na yun, eh. So, very familiar that shooting stroke by Conejo. But this one may not be familiar but very effective. A 3-pointer coming from Guimarangan. Ryle Santino Guimarangan.
Santino Guimarangan now with 6 points as they try to keep in step with the Spartans. 3-pointer short on that one by, I think si Conejo yun. Very iconic na yung lefty jump shot niya, no? Pati ako, mapapaginipan ko ata mamaya.
Baka yun ang maging logo ng Junior MPBL. Eh.
Pwede, di ako maso-surprise kung yun ang gawing logo nga ng Junior MPBL. What an honor though. But a 3-pointer this time by Arzola, and you can see the difference of this 14-under team of San Pedro compared to the past two. Well, actually, the previous one, 16 and under, it's more of reliance at threes, opting to shoot for those downtown shots.
Well, I feel like itong 14 and under group ng San Pedro seems to be more comfortable playing with each other. Although ito actually si Arzola was just a late recruit for them. And yun nga, in the first quarter picked up 2 early fouls, but right now scoring 2 quick baskets.
Si Arzola nagpaparamdam agad dito, making up for lost time a while ago after the foul trouble in the first quarter. Oh, not much defense here. You can see that you just kind of watched him waltz into the paint.
Well, I was gonna say earlier that yung nga si Karunungan was playing good on-ball defense, then all of a sudden parang bumitaw siya.
Parang bumitaw eh, no? Siguro ina-expect na may tutulong, may help sa ilalim ng paint. Conejo with that sorry miss. Takbuhan tayo dito sa ating 14-under. Hindi talaga naubusan ng energy itong ating mga players. And that foul is on Marcos Rionisto.
Well, it's really hard to defend, especially when that yung binabantayan mo is going straight on to you, pero sideways. It's really hard to find the right angle. Despite having that verticality, tumagilid siya eh. So,
despite may konting lean pa nga eh.
Did not hit him squarely in the body.
Eh, babalita sa atin si Mikey Abueg.
Nico and Coach Noy, the head coach of the Muntinlupa Emeralds, honestly shared with me na wala nga daw silang advantage in this matchup. But he mentioned standout players during practice in the likes of Ivan Gumarang and Kyle Garcia. So let's see how this game story will unfold for them. And of course, we would like to thank Atlantis 88, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season 14 under. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you again, Mikey. And as always, we appreciate the report that we get from what's happening down there, kung saan yung action.
Well, definitely ito nga si head coach Robert Vidamo, really still trying to find the right tools that he can use. I think pretty much this is still an evaluation process for him, and despite having this new team, they're only down by 7 against San Pedro.
3-point shot, there's no good. Babalik sa white shirts dito sa ating second quarter. Nakastil pa dito ang San Pedro. Great this defensive sequence from them. Always having the opportunity to get extra shots, extra opportunities to add more points on the board. Then Muntinlupa, drive, no good. Ashaga to Batan. Recovered pa rin ang Muntinlupa. Just wanting the 50-50 balls over the Spartans right now. Short on that 3, rebounded but natapik sa likod ni Kiefer Panganiban, who already has 6 points and 5 assists.
Itong si Kiefer Panganiban really trying to do everything for San Pedro, as we see itong si Arzola trying to attack the gut of the defense there for Muntinlupa. May have gotten a little shaken there, but gets rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
Good on that shot is Arzola. Arzola with 6 points after that, only playing 7 minutes of action so far dito sa ating first half.
And mainly because of the foul trouble that he got into in the early minutes of the first quarter.
Ganda na pressure ng San Pedro. Full court pickup yun no? I think Coneo just wanted to feed his big man, but well read by the white shirts. Alright, that is number 27 for Muntinlupa. That
It's Neil Garcia, who
Neil
already
Garcia
has 7 points.
mabilis yung quarter nito. More of fast-paced action, not much fouls. Just everybody
As compared to the first
to the
quarter.
first quarter. Maaga kasi nag-penalty itong San Pedro. I think they were just too happy with their hands.
Really just too aggressive in the first quarter, but I think they've also already settled down and are playing much better defense. Right now, team fouls, Story with 3 and 20 remaining in the second quarter. 3 team fouls for San Pedro, only 2 for Muntinlupa.
3 minutes at 22 remaining dito sa San Pedro up against Muntinlupa. Muntinlupa about to inbound this. 37-29, down by 8. Almost 7 minutes has passed here. Uy, I think nahila ata to ni Padilla. Pagka-drive ni... Oh, si Garcia. Si Garcia pa. 9 points, 2 rebounds already for Neil Garcia. Hila nga kay Neil. Actually, hindi naman hila. More of napalo din.
All of a sudden, itong si Garcia taking over the leading scorer cudgels here for Muntinlupa, cutting that lead also to just to 6 points.
37-31. 3 minutes. Sarmiento. Yun no, dami ng tres na actually 4 3-pointer pa lang nila. But since Muntinlupa has only made 1 3-pointer.
Parang sobrang dami na yun.
Sobrang dami na yung feeling. 16 attempts rin. Ay, actually na 16. 13 attempts rin naman, Coach Noy. The rebounding department led by Muntinlupa, even though they have the 5 rebound advantage, no problem for San Pedro. They're up with a commanding 10-point lead.
So we're gonna see a replay here of the traveling violation. I feel like kung hindi na unang traveling, baka he could have been called for an offensive foul.
Our timeout by the San Pedro Spartans. Kita-kita tayo pagkatapos ito.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo?
Babalik tayo dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season, brought to you by Atlantis 88. And pasalamatan rin natin yung iba nating mga sponsors dito sa that made everything possible: Viver Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, The Ride, and The Chosen One. 10-point lead para sa San Pedro dito sa ating huling laro sa loob ng Batangas State University, para at least na ngayong araw lang naman. Baka bumalik pa naman tayo dito. Runner, rebounded by San Pedro, and just the hustle plays. Nandun lagi yung mga Spartans.
That's right. And come the second half, I really think itong Muntinlupa will really need to match the intensity and the work rate here nitong team in red. Otherwise, this could pretty much mean a blowout in the second half.
I think Arzola had good intentions. They were just well read. Parang inaabangan ng Muntinlupa yung pasa niya.
Well, so far, one of the few bright spots here for Muntinlupa has been Neil Garcia and of course itong si Gimarangan, and they're gonna need a lot more help, especially in the second half.
And babalik sa Spartans yung bola. Great stop there. Getting all ball, at least from my angle. Kasi parang I think the coach sa Muntinlupa telling the referees their feelings regarding that offensive possession a while ago.
Well, sometimes I'm very happy to be this far away from those coaches.
Kahapon nandun lang kayo eh.
Yeah, because those conversations can get really, really intense.
Miss on that free throw by number 21.
Just imagine trying to explain your side and trying to get someone to agree with you, and yung kausap mo parang nagdesisyon na ako
Nagdesisyon na.
Hindi ko na babaguhin eh. Yeah, that could be very frustrating for any coach.
I think for a referee naman, it's just managing that, communicating with them on why they made that call. Yun lang naman, it's more communication lang naman rin talaga. But another 3-pointer.
This time from Kiefer Panganiban. And also with the referees, kasi you cannot be changing calls and be setting up precedent within a game, kasi those coaches are gonna keep on asking you to change calls if you do it even just one time.
Kasi parang sasabihin nila, ba't mo pinagbigyan yun?
Oo. That's gonna work both ways. Both coaches will keep on asking for the same thing.
It's really a tough job, a thankless job. I don't think I have the courage to become a referee. I don't have yung iba klaseng willpower nila to...
Actually, at any point in time, wala kang kakampi.
Wala kang kakampi. Lahat.
Lahat may galit sa'yo either way.
Yung kakampi mo na yung dalawang referee dyan sa court.
minsan di pa kayo magkaintindi.
Minsan di pa kayo magkaintindihan.
Hindi kayo magkasundo.
Oo.
Kiefer Panganiban here finally, trying to put his head down and get some scoring in. Really playing more of a facilitator's role here already with 5 assists. And finally hitting double digits with 11.
For a 34, 14-point lead. So for 35 seconds, penalty na naman dito yung San Pedro Spartans. And I think yun lang siguro yung one of the few things na pwede i-nitpick with. If sa dami na ginawa nilang tama, it's just more of the fouls. Ang daming pag-commit.
Well, you wouldn't want to be giving opportunities for itong Muntinlupa to score with the time stopped by giving them free throws. Luckily nga for them, not very good so far from the free throw line. Itong Muntinlupa, only 7 out of 18. Oh, this is quite a development here. Itong si Kiefer Panganiban already with 4 personal fouls.
Medyo nga yan, cause for concern, but so far sina Conejo naman, Arzola nandyan pa rin, at least helping out in the department, but it's something na
They just might miss yung playmaking abilities nga nito ni Kiefer Panganiban, who is leading them in assists with 5 so far.
also si Panganiban din may 3 rebounds as well. I'm sure nandun siya sa top 4 kung wala sa top 3. So one more foul to go for Kiefer Panganiban, but he's not on the floor anyway, so kaya imagine mo kung ma-foul out pa siya sa end of the second quarter.
See a good hard drive that time for number 6 for Muntinlupa. That's still Gimarangan, finally hitting double digits. So it's really that two-pronged attack of Gimarangan and Garcia, who are still keeping Muntinlupa in this ball game.
Oh, I think natama na naman. Dahil foul. Ito yung mga fouls committed nga na San Pedro. It's making their opponents catch up with the time stopped.
And it's making the second quarter longer.
$14 seconds remaining. Cuts the lead back to 9. And just like that, no, sa dami rin na free throws, nakahabol sila.
Still a single-digit advantage here.
Oop, palakas dun yung yung hila sa kanya pababa. And a foul again on San Pedro. Hopefully okay lang si Kone. Oh, okay na, nakatayo na siya.
Yeah, even in the last few seconds, itong San Pedro still giving up fouls. And yeah, you're right. That's really something they need to clean up, especially in the second half. You don't want to be putting your players in foul trouble, or especially not sending itong Muntinlupa to the foul line.
Short on that one. And that's the end of the at the end of the first half. 48 for the San Pedro Spartans up against the 39 of the Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds, 14 and under. See you guys in the halftime break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilip.
I am now here with Coach Jorel Cruz, the assistant coach of San Pedro. Coach, ano po bang linulook forward nyo sa second half, lalo na't lamang po kayo ngayon?
Well, I look forward for us performing better in our fast break defense and us getting more rebounds because we've been struggling on those. But so far, it's been good with our paint defense and our fast break offense.
Good luck po, Coach. And there you have it, Coach Jorel Cruz. We will be back after a short break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong
Tingnan natin dito yung mga highlights ng San Pedro Spartans up against Muntinlupa Emeralds. And with San Pedro still with the lead with 8-point lead despite the committing more fouls than Muntinlupa in the first half.
Well, so far, itong San Pedro nga being able to shoot much better from the field, 54%. Only 37 for Muntinlupa. Not actually that bad of a field goal percentage for Muntinlupa, just really exceptional on the side of San Pedro. Yun nga, free throw story. This could be something that Muntinlupa will need to think of. 26 free throw attempts, only converting on 8. So they're pretty much, they've given up 18 missed free throws and they're only down by 8. But on the other end naman, itong Muntinlupa still out-rebounding San Pedro 28-24. Turnover story, identical for both teams. Points of turnovers, identical. Fast break points actually has been a strength of Muntinlupa with 7 against just 2 for San Pedro. But in the points category, it has been Garcia and Guimarangan trying to carry the fight here with 14 points and 11 points for itong kay Guimarangan, while on the other end, itong si Kiefer Panganiban making a late scoring run already with 11 points. The other double-digit scorer, itong si Gabriel, the logo Conejo.
The logo.
with 10
ikaw na
points so
mag-start
far.
ng petition nun. Pwede na ikaw rin mag-submit ng petition. Ito na yung gawin yung logo.
So yeah, it's still an 8-point advantage here for San Pedro. Let's see who will make a crucial run here, because most of the teams have made their crucial runs at the start of the third quarter.
And something noteworthy here, Coach Noy, is the 26 free throws. So imagine if you just cut that by half. I think San Pedro would have a larger lead, since they will be able to build on that momentum. But hopefully, nasabi naman siguro ng mga coaches sa kanila yan na ingatan yung mga fouls. That might bite us in the end game if ever it comes to that.
This is basketball operations head Coach John De Los Santos.
Gusto ko yung just playing it cool. Kunyari wala yung camera, yun yung gusto natin sa ating mga management eh.
But of course, yung management naman natin, it's not really about being seen.
It's just more of
just
making
being around, making sure everything is working perfectly. And so far, after 3 game days, so far, very good showing for the junior MPBL. Good showing kasi nandito tayo, pero pag wala tayo, just to not trying to toot our horn, but so far everything going smoothly for the junior MPBL.
And now we're just waiting for both teams to start here. I think nag-uusap pa yung mga referees with the officials. Medyo mabilis lang rin naman yung ating halftime break.
So in the game of basketball, it's not only the teams that need to huddle, of course. We also have another team, the team of officials, a team of referees, the table officials, and they really just need to have some time to talk and try to coordinate their efforts for more fluid flow ng ating basketball game.
Magsisimula tayo dito in a bit sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season, brought to you by Atlantis 88.
So while waiting for the games to start, nagpapa-shoutout dito isa sa mga kasama natin, si Chief Joseph Parcon, who will be covering some games, I think, in the weekend here in the Junior MPBL.
Ano natin, mga part of our team of panelists dito. Alright, start the third quarter, Coach Noy. San Pedro Spartans 47, 39 for Muntinlupa Emeralds, now 42 after the 3-point attempt. Oh, sorry, just a long 2. Oh, actually 3 points nga pala. May lang sumunod yung +1.
So that's Gimarangan with his second made 3-pointer in this ball game.
And a steal immediately. High scoring so far itong natin. Simula ng third quarter.
See the Muntinlupa gallery up there.
Not sure
holding
kung
up
part
their
ng
balloons.
18 under, 16 under. Basta they're supporting.
Supporting Muntinlupa for sure.
Pull up 3, hits the back iron. Rebounded by San Pedro. Coach, if I may ask you, what do you think Muntinlupa needs to do in order to catch up?
Well, for one thing, if they ever get to the free throw line, some more they're gonna have to improve that free throw percentage, because if you just look at that particular stat, if they were able to make even half of those misses, this would already be a closer ball game. But despite that, they're only down by 7 points, and I think they really need to just have better decision making, especially in offense. Dahil in other categories, they have been able to actually match itong San Pedro, and even having a fast break advantage, maybe they can be able to try and quicken the pace more here.
And quicken the pace, they are. Kitang-kita rin naman natin dito. But San Pedro knows that they're gonna go for a fast break, so that they will always match up.
So despite
those.
yung San Pedro only having 2 fast break points, this team can also run as itong si Gimarangan already with its third conversion from the 3-point area, cutting that lead to just 6 points.
Lahat ba ng 3-pointers kay Gimarangan for Muntinlupa? Tatlo lang nila eh. Tingnan natin yan.
Just might be the case here.
Gimarangan. 1 for 2. First niya pa lang. Okay. Tapos yung dalawa siguro naka-spread out sa kanyang mga teammates.
We have Jekulea. 1 out of 1 from the 3-point area, but I don't think we've seen itong si King James attempting more 3-pointers.
Well, either way, kita rin natin dito that San Pedro, finishing over the San Pedro defenders. Itong si Arshaga now with 5 points and 8 rebounds. Considering Arshaga's a guard. Well, actually, it looks like a wing, at least dito, sa ating 14 and under. Balik sa Muntinlupa ang bola, only down by 4.
It's a very crucial juncture for both teams as we turn you over very quickly to Mikey Abweg. Mikey?
Nico and Coach Noy, during the halftime, both coaches had a few reminders for the team kung saan sinabi nga ni Coach Chico sa Spartans na huwag nang patikitin pa at tapusin na ang laro. Meanwhile, for Coach Robert naman and the Emeralds, he told the guys to box out for them to secure the ball. Kaya tingnan natin, sinong kupunan kaya ang makakakuha ng kanilang unang panalo.
Yan, tinabangan nga. So far sa San Pedro yung may lead, no? But Muntinlupa is up to no good with their own personal runs.
Well, that's right. And Coach Chico Tan just really very wary of any runs that itong Muntinlupa could make. But Coach Robert naman on the other end just stressing to his team the importance of being able to control the boards, as we see Garcia yet continuing his scoring ways here in the third quarter.
And Karunungan, his first 2 points. Parang si Art Gian Karunungan, bakit pa natin siya nararamdaman?
Surprisingly, that's only his first points, but really has gotten a lot of minutes, mainly because of the intangibles that he has been bringing for San Pedro.
Actually, pag ikaw yung nagbababa ng bola, feel mo, ang dami nang ginawa nito. Then you check, okay, wala pa masyado pala sa scoreboard. But this is a matter of just swinging the ball, or mga secondary assists as they call them.
Kasi itong si De Belen showing off that range. Justin De Belen, first 2 points after contributing 3 rebounds and an assist.
3-point attempt here by Muntinlupa. They didn't secure that miss. It goes to the hands of the Spartans. San Pedro with a layup there. And a foul on the floor. I think it's caused by Arzola.
Well, I think itong si Arzola can be a secondary playmaker here for San Pedro. You know, quite tall for his position. I think he's pretty much playing the 2 or the 3 here for San Pedro, being able to dribble the basketball for the length of the basketball court, and eventually he will need to learn to be more of a facilitator, especially in this game where Kiefer Panganiban already hampered by 4 fouls.
$55-49 is the score here. San Pedro only up by 6, 4 minutes and 46 remaining inside the Batangas State University Gymnasium. Ooh, medyo bad decision yun, coach. There's like 4 guys and teammate niya open sa corner. Hinihingi, nakagana.
But I think if there's anyone on this floor who has, you know, a little more leeway for Muntinlupa, it's Garcia. As we see, Solas missing from the top of the key 3.
Oh yeah, did it hit the backboard kaya out of bounds or pushing? Kasi nakaganon yung referee. So
Yeah, I think that was a push there.
Yeah.
De Belen.
A 3-pointer attempt by Muntinlupa, no good. They've been called from the 3-point area. Great for the Spartans. Just playing honest defense there, not getting any fouls compared to the first half na usually tatamaan nila yung mga braso sa mga earlier attempts na gano'n, but ngayon hindi na. So far,
Well, I think those are some of the reminders here for the coaching staff of San Pedro, but that time, yet again being called for
Ayaw
a
na nga
foul.
batiin, coach.
Oo. Pero kita mo mga sila, you had all 3 players there trying to go for the block. Whenever you put your arm down, you give the referees an opportunity to call a foul on you.
55-50. $55-51 substitution on the floor.
Well, I think we'll be seeing itong si Kiefer Panganiban sa fourth quarter. You don't want to risk losing him. You just might need him in the crucial juncture of this ball game.
Galing mag-initiate ng contact nitong Muntinlupa, coach, na yun yung napansin ko. And just narrowly evading the hit there. But don't look now, it's 55-53. With still a lot of time remaining. So, titignan ko pa sana siguro 1 minute remaining. That's 3 minutes pa and 20 seconds.
So a good third quarter run here for Muntinlupa.
Binato. And then, kala ko and one. But 2 free throws at least for number 18. That is Eduardo Junior Racines. Ayun nga, kitang-kita nga naman.
But still, itong si Cornejo, you like how he never gave up on that play, not allowing the easy 2 points there for Racines.
Hindi pwede maging dalogo kung tatamad-tamad.
But ito nga si Racines, that was already a good foul. Missing on the front end of his 2 shots.
Too strong on the free throw. 3-point attempt by the Spartans, no good. Recovered by the white shirts. Arsiaga. Oh, sorry, that is Garcia. Neil Garcia.
So on your screens, Basketball Operations Head Coach John De Los Santos and Executive Director J.R. Navarro.
Just watching the festivities here, making sure everything is okay with all the operations. Cornejo. Ay, yun na yung pasa ni Solas. Well read by the defense. Muntinlupa having a chance to score and take the lead here inside the Batangas State University gym. 3 San Pedro players there. Nowhere to go, kicks it out for 3, no good. And I think there's a pushing foul called on one of the Muntinlupa players. But no problem since hindi pa naman sila penalty. 2 more fouls to give before the foul right after will lead to free throws.
With the game tied, parang napaaga na yung hugot here for Kiefer Panganiban. He's back on the floor.
I think my instructions for Kiefer na pag
Just make sure you don't foul out.
wag malikot yung kamay, just make sure you're there. Yan ang kailangan na Kiefer Panganiban. Yung sabi mo kanina, Coach Noy, na that's something to watch yung 4 fouls niya because that's the perfect chance for Muntinlupa to come back. And yun nga, sakto. They did come back. That was a clean block. And I think a risky pass. Good thing recovered by the logo.
Well, it felt risky there dahil si Panganiban was in that play.
Padilla with a power move. Yan!
So for Kiefer Panganiban, upon checking in, hitting a 3-pointer, and this time dishing off an assist.
I think tawagan ng foul dito. Well, they have a foul to give, so stoppage of play lang naman. But before that, mag-uusap-usap muna sila sa timeout.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na.
Okay, nandito tayo sa huling 1 minute and 2 seconds sa loob ng Batangas State University. ng Junior MPBL Inaugural Season, brought to you by Manny Pacquiao and Atlantis 88. Paparod nyo kami sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa Signal Channel 98 at MPTV. A lot of avenues para sa mga hindi makakapanood buong laro o gusto subaybayan yung buong laro. Good move naman ni Conejo. Si Conejo yun, no? Ayun nga. And Conejo, 14 and 10? I think, was he the one who got a rebound? Not sure kung siya nakuha ng rebound a while ago. But if he did get the rebound, I think it's 14 and 10.
That's a good double-double performance here from Conejo.
Oy, unforced turnover there on Muntinlupa. Lucky break for the San Pedro Spartans. Gusto na mag-usap dito ng Muntinlupa after that.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng
I think you just love it when the crowd is just enjoying their time inside the gymnasium here in the Batangas State University. Nico Rocha here, Coach Noy Africa, as my partner.
Especially when you see them aware that they're on camera.
Iba yung ngiti eh.
Kasi pag ako tinututokan ako ng camera, usually kunyari hindi ko na lang nakikita, di ba?
There are only two kinds of people. Kunyari hindi napapansin at yung napapansin na natutuwa.
Very rarely yung talagang walang pake.
Oh, very rarely. Alam nila, aware tayo most of the time.
Pero uma-acting lang na kunyari.
Tapos pag nakita camera, ay, konting kamay lang.
Although I really hate being on cam. Despite working on the panel, I hate being on cam.
It's more of just talking about the basketball, just analyzing the whole thing, yung favorite mo.
If I can just go straight to sitting here and have just pretty boys like Nico being seen on the screen, I'm good with that.
Pwede tayo magsuot ng mask no? Para baka mas maging confident pa tayo in front of the camera. Nalala ko nga dati nung bata pa ako na pag naglalabas ng camera yung mama ko, ayoko talaga, parang ako. Are you the same thing? Kasi yung kapatid ko okay sa camera. Ako parang, anyway.
Not really my strong suit. Anyway, going back to the ball game.
At least nakikilala nyo kami guys with our opinions on the camera and everything.
So do not approach us asking for a picture. We might just oblige.
Hindi pag si Coach Noy, hindi makakatangga yan. Yan yung niya. Sige na.
Well, luckily, that doesn't happen at all for me, so I'm good.
Let's make it happen. Anyway, 17.8 seconds remaining here. 62-56, 6-point lead for the San Pedro Spartans in the third quarter before we head to the final frame. And it looks like Muntinlupa will hold on till the last second and hoist up the last shot. Runner is no good. And that should be the end of the third quarter. 62 for San Pedro, 56 for Muntinlupa in the 14 under division. Kita-kita tayo sa fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to.
Tingnan natin dito yung mga nangyari sa third quarter. Bakit naging malapit ang ating laban. Katres ng Muntinlupa. Simula na pumasok sa third quarter. Pero yung San Pedro may counter lagi sa mga naipapakita ng Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds.
And definitely also the infusion of Panganiban, Kiefer Panganiban in the late third quarter, helping them rebuild this 6-point lead.
It's Kiefer Panganiban right now calling the shots. One of their, actually a tall point guard, no, for a 14 and under. And that 14 and under pa nga to, maitatangkad pa mga to. Just imagine if si Kiefer na gano'n, naging 6'7", 6'6". I mean, I'm not saying na yun yung projected height niya, but I'm just saying this is the possibility of having a tall point guard like him.
Now with this mentality, you know, knowing when to try to get his points and knowing when to set up his teammates.
Panganiban trying to get hit there. Well, trying to get a foul call. The play goes on para sa atin dito inside the Batangas State University for the Junior MPBL Inaugural Season by Manny Pacquiao and brought to you by Atlantis 88.
Actually, with the 5 players on the floor for San Pedro right now, it's only Conejo with 1 foul. Ito si Panganiban with 4 and Karunungan, Padilla, and Arzola all with 3. So may not be their best defensive lineup right now, but I think offensively this is the combination that just might work for Coach Chico Tan.
Dito may no-look pass doon ni Kiefer. I think hindi lang ready doon I think Padilla. Was even surprised that there was a ball darting straight to him.
So ito naman si Garcia taking a rest here for Muntinlupa.
3 attempt is good. And that is Gimarangan na naman. Ito si Coach, na-predict mo. Sabi mo kanina, 3, di ba? Na-predict mo ata na magiging 3 yung gagawin niyang 3. Pangalawa na ni Gimarangan. This time for 21 points now, 2 rebounds and 2 assists.
Surprising itong production coming from Gimarangan.
And of course, the logo, I think we can say that mga playful monikers natin. I think he won't mind.
Oh, most definitely.
Mas maganda pakinggan yung the logo kasi the commercial eh.
Kesa the bunny or the rabbit.
The bunny or that's a low-hanging fruit.
Oo.
Pero yung the logo, nga, no? I wonder how that process led, no? Parang paano na kaya yung pilian kung sino yung magiging model. Siguro raffle kaya, not sure. Pwede natin siya tanungin one time kung
Or
makita
baka
na.
siya yung willing, eh, no?
Siya yung willing.
Gusto mong okay.
Sino din yung pinakaba?
Kasi in-offer sa akin, hindi ko tinanggap.
Ay, hindi mo.
Oo, hindi ko lang.
Kasi papasa ka naman 14 under, coach.
40 under,
40
hindi rin eh.
Sabi nila, Noy Africa, ba't dito application nito?
Oo, parang hindi pasok to sa, kahit sa, mahirapan to kahit sa MPBL eh.
Sa MPBL.
I mean, age-wise, I'm not
age-wise,
saying, you know,
yes.
the quality of
Yes,
competition.
of course.
The MPBL is just really amazing.
Quickly becoming one of the best emerging leagues in the Philippines. Grabe yung support from all around. And that's because thanks to Manny Pacquiao's vision for the league. And the concept of playing for your hometown, right? Nakakatawa na pupunta ng Quezon, pupunta ng Pasay, whatever.
Pupunta ng Batangas.
Batangas. They just recently went to Mindoro, di ba? Yung sa seniors. And nakita ko yung ibang mga Instagram stories that they had to take the boat to get to the gymnasium. So it's quite a wonderful experience.
Opportunity, you know, for travel, not only for the players but also for the staff and the panel. Really makes you know, this experience very enjoyable.
Last 7 minutes and 34 remaining here inside the Batangas State University. A battle between the San Pedro Spartans and Muntinlupa Emeralds 14 and under division, the last one for today. Bukas, babalik ulit tayo. Steal there. Ooh, I think abot yun. That's all ball. I think by Arzola. Arzola medyo may sneaky wings pa, no? I'm not sure. Natamaan niya ba? I think yun ang sinasabi niya, hindi ko natamaan.
Well, apparently the referees are saying that he did hit the ball.
That's happening real time rin kasi coach, ang hirap eh. Tayo nga tinitingnan ko, sabi ko, wait, na-block ba yun o hindi? But a three-pointer here by Gimarangan. Yan na nga yung third three-pointer niya. 24 points now for Ryle Santino Gimarangan.
All of a sudden just heating up here, making this an even closer ball game, down to just a 2-point lead here for San Pedro.
Seven minutes and 10 remaining. Panganiban getting held. Parang lahat, dami ng hawak sa kanya dun, ah. (66-64). 7 minutes and 5 remaining. I think a foul on the floor only. Ang sinasabi dito ng San Pedro na dapat ata may 2 free throws. Yun yung ina-argue nila. But play goes on. Woo! Just appreciate the vision of Kiefer Panganiban, seeing where his teammates are. And that also comes with the memory of knowing the plays of coach.
Being very comfortable with the system being implemented here, and I really think he is one of the designated leaders here for Coach Chicotan.
Pull up three, short, hits the front rim. And you can see San Pedro Spartans just taking their time. Panganiban being double teamed. He gets trapped and held. Another foul on Muntinlupa, but it's only 2 team fouls for the white shirts.
Actually, yung whenever you have 4 fouls, even hindi lang yung defense mo yung affected, you know, even your aggressiveness in offense, the last thing you want to do is fouling out because of an offensive foul.
Nag-iiba na eh, no? Pag 4 team fouls, iba na yung defense. Yung iba, nakita mo nasa likod yung kamay. Ooh! Stuffed at the rim by Arzola. Panganiban with a spin move, fadeaway jump shot is short. Really tough shot there. Hop, balik ata yan sa... Yun, balik sa San Pedro Spartans. Yung referee may konting ano pa eh. Kasi biglang gaganon.
But ito nga si Arzola.
Yung blocks natin ni Arzola.
Could really be a defensive stopper at some level.
Arzola only has 1 block. I think that's the only block he had a while ago.
Eh, yung isa kasing block, ayaw niya pa nga aminin.
Hindi
diba?
nga,
Sabi niya,
hindi nga daw sa
hindi
kanya.
daw block, hindi nga daw nahawakan. Pero kung ako yun, I would
Akin yun.
acknowledge that.
Ganda tignan sa stats. So, 2 blocks already. Tapos all around game ka, 10-2-4. Again, that's Arzola at the line, just doing everything in 19 minutes of action and counting. Arzola with 1 block, a steal, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. He's everywhere all over the floor. And checking here, Coach Noy, the San Pedro Spartans roster, si Kiefer Panganiban, the captain, and also having the highest plus-minus with 13. The rest are in the 4-3 range.
We can just see the importance of Panganiban on the floor.
68-66. A steal. Diretso dito yung Muntinlupa. But you can see the coaching staff of San Pedro just letting the players play. Kayo bahala dyan. Kayanin nyo yan. here. Si Racines. Racines been in the culprit for those steals and always finishing at the rim.
Getting some layups here. Our Muntinlupa.
Oh, Panganiban thought about it. Ooh, but a pick. Ooh, huli ulit. But this time, I think, is that si Dalogo yung nakablock sa kanya. That is Conejo. Gabriel Conejo. Dami nilang come from, ano ba ito? Dami nilang chase down blocks. Palinis pa. Contested jump shot. Naku, wedgie pa. Para meron tayong nakita ganyan, 1 per ball game eh, no?
Oh yes, I think we just saw one earlier. Actually, in an earlier game, yung wedgie namin na nakita, naipit yung bola sa likod ng board.
Sa likod naman ng board.
Sa likod ng board. That's going to be the first casualty here for San Pedro. Adriel Padilla fouling out with 4 points and 3 rebounds. And with the guys on the floor, itong si Panganiban and Arzola also in danger of fouling out with 4 each.
Yeah, that's their parang big three rin nila yan eh, no? Not sure what the technical foul is called. Did I hear that correctly? Tawagan ba hindi ba daw nakatuck in?
They have been very strict with the uniform protocol here. And for any player trying to check into the ball game, you have to make sure that you have that uniform tucked. Actually, napakatagal na initiative na yan for a lot of tournaments, you know,
Yeah,
trying
actually,
to enforce that
not just here.
uniform protocol. But ito, one of really the few tournaments that I've seen that is really trying to enforce this strictly. May mga players kasi, you know, initially when they check in, they tuck it in properly, but once the game starts,
Natatanggal na kasi
hinahatak na nila. Actually, sinasadya nila, they start pulling it out.
does it get in the way ba, coach? Pero for me naman okay lang sa pa-tuck in or not sure if it gets in the way of when you move and everything.
Maybe there are just some players who are, you know, bothered by being restricted in their
Kaya
movements.
gusto nila na nasa labas nila yung jersey. Anyway, Muntinlupa now with a 2-point lead. They have outscored San Pedro 14-6 in the 4th quarter. And parang ganyan rin yung storya para sa 16 and under, di ba? Na nagsimula na ang laki ng run ng Muntinlupa pero yung San Pedro naka-pick up na lang sa last 3 minutes.
So this is a very crucial juncture for both teams with less than 5 minutes remaining.
For Mystery, we're halfway mark in the 4th. The final one. And Panganiban losing control of that basketball. Binigay sa gitna kay Conejo but nabitawan niya lang. Ito na Muntinlupa. Lefty finish. No good. Just too strong but recovered by Reonisto. Arzola to Kiefer Panganiban. Fakes the defender. Drives. And one for the captain, Kiefer Panganiban. 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists here in this ball game so far.
You like how he passed up an open three-pointer for an even better, higher percentage shot. Just might still get his 3 points the harder way. So he still completes that 3-point play.
And just like that, they're back in the lead. 71-70. Si Gimarangan with that treat with already 25 points to his name. Medyo pumasok pa yung tres na yun. Baka na-break niya na yung prediction natin na 3 3-pointers. Ang dami mga aabangan na players dito as we go through the season. A lot more teams you have yet to see. Good stop there by Muntinlupa. Ball game is tied after that free throw by Racines. Oh, flinging the... Oh, sakto. Pag si Kiefer Panganiban, parang there's no need to worry pag siya yung nagka-cross-court pass eh.
That's why they really trust him with that basketball, especially with the time running down.
Oh, sorry miss there by Panganiban and penalty na dito ang Muntinlupa. So that foul will lead to Rionisto to earn those 2 points at the line. Rionisto, no points yet, but having already 8 rebounds.
Just filling a role here itong si Rionisto. Not even looking to score. Pretty much itong si Rionisto playing the center position for them. And then surrounded by 4 wing guys in Karunungan, Panganiban, Arzola, and Conejo. While on the other end, it's the team of Jecolea, Gimarangan, Arshaga, Racines, and Garcia looking to close out this ball game for both teams.
72-71. Both teams in the penalty. Rebound. No good. This time secured by Arzola. Nakakatawa naman itong mga laban natin. All 3 afternoon games, all coming down to the wire. This just speaks about the talent that the junior MPBL has in its rosters. Great opportunity by the league that they noticed. But the 3-pointer though, sakto si Rionisto. His first field goal is a 3-pointer. I don't think Muntinlupa expected that one.
And really finding the right time to score your first basket is Rionisto.
Ito si Conejo. Let's see what he has done. 16 points, 10 rebounds. With a block and a steal for Conejo. Kaya pala siya kinuha ang logo. Just all around production. Like how we see Jerry West back in the day.
But very confident was Rionisto in that stroke. I mean, if you haven't really been scoring much, yung ibang players would be afraid to take that shot, but not Rionisto, as we see Conejo missing on the front end of this trip to the charity line.
Good for Conejo. Now a 5-point lead for the San Pedro Spartans. Timeout on the floor by Muntinlupa as they try to talk things over.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, Liga ng bayan na to. para lumakas ang iyong loob MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Okay, dito tayo ulit sa Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season brought to you by Atlantis 88. Nico Rocha with Coach Noy Africa. Coach Noy, ano pa kaya pwede gawin ng Muntinlupa dito? Down 5, they already made the run. Ano pa kaya? More of hunting the three-pointers or more of attacking the rim?
Well, right now, they really just need to get the best possible shot. The quicker, the better. And they're gonna need to make some stops on the other end as they cut this lead to just a single possession.
Si Racines, ramdam na ramdam natin yan. Approaching the last 2-minute mark here inside the Batangas State University. Ganda ng passing na yun, sayang. $76-73 a minute and 43 remaining. Racines rolling off the rim.
Almost 5 straight points there for Racines, but as you said, that shot rolled out.
Kiefer Panganiban with an acrobatic layup. It's a good block by Rionisto. Hounded by the Spartan defenders, but they were able to finish 76-75, a minute and 15 remaining. Itong San Pedro Spartans, good cut, good feed, that chemistry. Wow, the simple basketball in display for the San Pedro Spartans as they put the lead back up to 3.
Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga.
Alright, babalik tayo dito sa loob na Batangas State University, San Pedro and Muntinlupa 14 under division. Last minute and 15 seconds. It's a back and forth affair here inside the gymnasium. Muntinlupa moving the ball around. Woohoo! And that's a clutch 3 by Gimarangan once more. That's the 4th three-pointer.
It's still not yet done. Scoring is Gimarangan already with, if I'm not mistaken, 28 big points.
Ang ganda ng pag-rebound nila doon after that shot by San Pedro. Let's see what they do here. Panganiban loses control of the ball as he went up.
So, with the game tied, we still have 45 seconds and see what both teams can produce here.
Ito na, tingnan natin ang gagawin ng Muntinlupa. Momentum is on their side. A drive and the finish. That is for Garcia. And kay Garcia already has 26 points and 7 rebounds. I think the most quiet 26.7 rebounds so far here in the Junior MPBL.
That's really been this tandem of Garcia and Gimarangan leading the way here for Muntinlupa finally wresting the lead here late in the ball game.
Nagwawala dito ang Muntinlupa. They were really happy to see that. Ayun na nga, no? And with Garcia, let's just talk about him for a bit. Neil Garcia, 26.7 rebounds in almost 31 minutes of action. Alam mo, babad talaga sila ni Gimarangan. And you know, the coach knows that they need to stay on the floor if they want to beat a formidable team like San Pedro 14 and under.
Well, actually, here in the end game nga, it has been that duo together with that earlier clutch basket from Racines, the third player in double digits for Muntinlupa. Well, with still 34 seconds remaining, still a lot can happen here, but pretty much a must-score situation here for San Pedro. Does not even need to be a three-pointer. And if they can actually play for the two-on-one.
Tignan natin anong balak nila dito. Will they go for the home run play or will they take it easy? (78-80) Muntinlupa with the lead, a block by one of the white shirts, but San Pedro will not foul yet. There's still time. They just have to get this stop and maybe work around with the 4 to 5 seconds. If ever they get to stop this offense by Muntinlupa. 15 to go. Racines drives, no good. Here comes San Pedro. They have 10 seconds and final ng Muntinlupa. And they're in the penalty already, so medyo questionable yun why they had to foul.
Both teams actually were in the penalty. As you see, Conejo was trying to set up Karunungan on the previous play, but two big free throws here for Conejo, trying to tie this ball game. 11 seconds remaining. He can actually still afford to miss, but it would make their lives easier if he could just make these two.
And Conejo missed the first one. So it's a question na, coach, do I miss the second deliberately in hope to get the rebound?
I think you can still make this one and play the fouling game on the other end. It's still going to be one possession ball game at worst.
And checking the free throws of Muntinlupa, you can gamble on that one, nga, coach. No? They only are making 41% of their shots. Maybe we'll take that gamble. Or maybe they will take that gamble rather. So ito na nga.
So they chose to foul itong si Gimarangan, who so far from the stripe, 5 out of 9, 55%. Even if he makes both of these free throws, still a one possession ball game.
Gimarangan.
But this guy has been pretty much the hottest player on the floor for both teams.
Now 29 points for Gimarangan, playing 34 out of the possible 40 minutes in this game, and he is clutch as they come. Giving Muntinlupa a 3-point lead. The pressure is now on San Pedro Spartans as we come back before the last.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga.
Nico Roch here with Coach Noy. Tingnan natin could be the last 9 seconds of this game. Muntinlupa with 2 clutch free throws a while ago from Gimarangan. Tingnan natin kung may maibubuga pa ba ang San Pedro Spartans, but still agad dito ang Muntinlupa. And you can see that medyo nagkamustahan si Arzola at isa sa, I think that's number 18, si Racines, getting that clutch steal. And of course, medyo yun nga lang, just a hard foul, nothing extra there.
That's going to be the 5th personal foul on Arzola. And right now for Racines, all he has to do is
just make
one free throw and pretty much will ice the ball game here.
Just make one, play honest defense, don't foul the 3-point shooter kasi delikado, what if it goes in? But still, just make both and then you can rest easy.
This is quite a development here.
Si Arzola fouled out na, coach. That's his 5th foul.
And si Racines also being called for a technical foul. So Racines will also
get fouled out.
Foul out.
Oh, that's very complicated. Nakita ng ganyan. So somebody has to sub for him to make those free throws. Sino ilalagay nila? Yung sub ba niya yung
will be the one to take the free throw, I think. But if you're Racines, that's something that you have to keep in your mind. You've already pretty much won. Why are you getting a technical foul?
May taunting rin na nakita kanina. It's more of yung emotions din of getting the W. Si Franzman, si Clutch din, malamig sa bench yan, ha? Two for Franzman. He was ready for that moment. Alright, we see here Kiefer Panganiban with a desperation 3, no good. And wow, what an incredible run here by the Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds against the San Pedro Spartans as they squeak with a victory 84-79 after having an amazing 4th quarter, 26-17.
Well, so far in this tournament, no lead has been safe, and even in this ball game, no lead is safe, especially with a guy like Gimarangan suddenly exploding in the 4th quarter. Of course, yung katandem niya, si Garcia, game-long brilliance with 26 points. But when it came to the crucial part of the 4th quarter, itong si Gimarangan really just delivered and finishing with 30 big points.
Bigyan mo natin ito kay Mikey Abeg para sa ating best player of the ball game.
I am now here with our best player of the game, si Ryle Gimarangan. Tambak nga kayo nung unang first half and nakabawi kayo ngayon and you guys won. Congratulations. Ang tanong ko, what kept you going all throughout the ball game?
Nag-focus lang kami. Tapos yung sinunod namin yung sinabi ni Coach, yung play namin, sinunod namin. Yun lang.
Ngayon, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin, pasalamatan lahat ng nag-cheer sa inyo?
Unang-una yung sa pamilya ko na nanonood, pati sa mga Emerald family. Ayun! Pati sa mga sumusuporta sa bayan namin, sa Gulod. Maraming salamat sa sumorta.
And there you have it, Ryle Gimarangan. Congratulations once again.
And congratulations to Ryle Gimarangan. And ulitin natin dito yung action-filled day dito sa ating last game between Muntinlupa against San Pedro, 14 under division, Coach Noy. And just to say the least, for a first time here sa Junior MPBL as an anchor, grabe itong mga action na nakita natin. A lot of threes. These guys are ready for the moment. Ang babata pa. And knowing na they will take this with them until when they become adults and maybe in the professional ranks.
Well, actually, even in this game, it took a while for us to even choose a best player because how close the game was. But eventually, itong si Gimarangan just exploding and making the crucial points, even the game-clinching free throws.
So yan ako po, that concludes our coverage for today's games. It has been an action-packed day. We look forward to bring the action Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL into your homes. Ang ngalan po ni Coach Noy Africa at ng ating courtside reporter si Mikey Abueg at lahat ng bubuo ng production team. This has been Nico Rocha from the Batangas State University. Ito po ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Kita-kita tayo.
Liga ng bayan